Hi everyone, welcome you all back. The topic for today's discussion is diesel power plant. So what is diesel power plant? In the last video we have seen the hydroelectric power plant where the turbine is the prime mover, that is the mechanical energy is created by the turbine. Here in diesel power plant the prime mover is the diesel engine. Diesel engine creates the mechanical power from the diesel as input, right? Because diesel engine is used as a prime mover, the power station is called as diesel power station, that is diesel power plant. The power producing range of a diesel power plant may be 2 megawatt to 50 megawatt. And some years before, when you are going for hospitals, telephone exchanges and the radio stations, the cinema theaters, some small industries, even in big houses and in festival times, you may see a small diesel engine which generates the power for the particular time. That is, if a power cut happens in shops and malls, hospitals, they may use to run a diesel power plant. That is, diesel power plant is always used as a standby power plant. These diesel power plant are used for mobile power generation and widely it is used in railways and ships. Generally, two-stroke diesel engines are used for power generation purpose. From 1 liter of diesel, you can create 3 to 4 units of electricity. You know the price of the diesel, and if you produce power from the diesel power plant, then 1 unit cost may be 20 to 30 rupees. Because of this disadvantage only, the diesel power plants are used as a standby power plant for malls, theaters, hospitals, small industries like that. Okay. This is the basic layout of a diesel power plant. Right. I already told you in a diesel power plant, two-stroke engines, that is two-stroke diesel engines are used as the prime mover. The inputs for the two-stroke diesel engine will be fuel. Second thing is air, and the outputs are exhaust gas will be the output of the combustion takes place inside the diesel engine, right? Similarly, it will create the mechanical energy. That mechanical energy is used to run the crankshaft. That crankshaft is connected with the generator so that the power generates. And these are all the main supply systems, that is fuel supply system, fuel supply system, air intake system, and generator power producing circuit. These are all the main circuits of the diesel power plant, and there are some auxiliary circuits also. We will see in detail about those circuits, right? Here, this is your diesel engine, right? This is your diesel engine. For this diesel engine, you have to give the inputs like fuel and air. These are all the inputs of a diesel engine. Here, a fuel tank is used to store the fuel, and in the next layout I will show you this fuel oil tank in detail like this. The day tank, this is the fuel tank. From fuel tank a filter is used to filter the fuel, and through the pump the fuel is getting into the day tank. Here in the day tank the oil is, that is the fuel is stored, and if there is excess of fuel then the fuel will overflow through this line into the fuel tank itself. This is a separate circuit, like take this. Right here from the fuel oil tank there is a filter. That filter will remove the dust particles present in the fuel, and a pump is used to pump the fuel into the diesel engine, right? From the pump the fuel is injected into the fuel injector. The fuel injector takes care of the amount of fuel which is going to injected into the diesel engine for a single stroke, right? This is the fuel intake system. The second system is air intake system. Usually when the diesel engine is in running condition, the air is taken from the atmosphere only. So this atmospheric air is filtered through this intake filter and gets into the air. During the starting of the diesel engine, you have to supply compressed air into the diesel engine, right? For that only starting air intake, to give the starting air intake, a compressor and a filter is used to give the compressed air into the diesel engine, and the exhaust, and once the fuel and the air is get into the diesel engine, as because of the compression, when self ignition temperature reaches, the combustion takes place, and as the output of the combustion, the exhaust gases are released. Those exhaust gases are released to the atmospheric air through the silencer. Silencer is the purpose of the silencer is to reduce the noise also, right? And during the combustion stroke, the power is generated. From the power, the crankshaft starts to rotate. That crankshaft is connected with the generator, so that the generator starts to generate the electricity. This is the basic working of the diesel engine. Now, what are all the auxiliary circuits required for the diesel engine? You know that when inside the diesel engine the combustion takes place, there is a production of enormous temperature inside the diesel engine, that may be near to 1300 to 2700 degrees Celsius, right? So the engine gets heated. That engine has to be cooled in order to keep it in the working condition. If the engine temperature keeps on rising, it will affect the combustion process. That is, improper combustion will take place. Right. The auxiliary circuits are, I already told you, there are enormous heat is produced inside the diesel engine. That heat has to be removed by the cooling water circuit. That cooling water circuit is shown here. I will show you the auxiliary circuits in the next layout. This is the layout you have to draw and explain in your examination. And I already told you the fuel and air circuit. That is, this is the atmospheric air, and this is starting air, right? Here exhaust gases are released to this atmosphere through the silencer. Now you have to give the water. The engine is manufactured along with the water jackets, that is the minute holes which goes through along the walls of the engines, right? That through that water jackets, the water has to be supplied in order to reduce the temperature of the diesel engine. Once you supply the water into the diesel engine, then it will gets the heat from the engine, and it will becomes the hot water. That hot water has to be supplied to this surge tank, that is storage tank. In this storage tank, hot water is stored. From this storage tank, hot water is released to the heat exchanger, right? Here in the heat exchanger, the hot water exchanges its heat to another cooling water circuit. This is the another cooling water circuit, where cooling tower is used to cool the hot air, which is the output of the heat exchanger, right? The heat exchanger input is here. It will be a cooling water, right? So this hot water enters into the heat exchanger, and there this hot water exchanges its heat to this cooling water, and it will become as a cooling water, right? This cooling water directly supplied to the engine, diesel engine, right? Here it will take the heat and becomes as a hot water, then again the circuit happens, right? This is the cooling water circuit. Second thing, in a diesel engine there are a lot of moving parts. You know, if there are moving parts, then due to friction some amount of heat is produced. So you have to reduce the friction in order to increase the mechanical efficiency of the diesel engine. So to reduce the friction, you have to supply lubricating oil. Here there is a lubricating oil tank. From this oil tank, lubricating oil is supplied into the diesel engine, and here the lubricating oil comes to the lubricating oil tank again, right? Once this lubricating oil gets into the diesel engine, this lubricating oil also gets heated because of the temperature because of the heat produced during the combustion, right? This lubricating oil has also to be cooled in order to maintain the temperature of the lubricating oil, so that it will maintain its properties, right? So this hot lubricating oil is sent to the oil cooler, and from here it will again supplied to the air. supplied to the diesel engine. This is the another auxiliary circuit. That is, first auxiliary circuit is cooling water circuit, second auxiliary circuit is lubricating oil circuit. Okay, in the further slides we will take the components one by one and explain it to you clearly. Right, these all are the components of the diesel power plant. First one is diesel engine, second one is engine starting system, third one engine air intake system, fuel system, exhaust system, cooling water circuit, and the last one is lubricating circuit, right? Here, the diesel engine is a compression ignition engine. Usually two-stroke diesel engines are used in the diesel power plant, right? The air required for the diesel engine is drawn through a air filter in order to remove the dust particles present in the air. Similarly, the fuel also filtered through a fuel filter and stored in the day tank, which is injected into the diesel engine through a fuel injector, and the fuel and the air gets burns, that is combustion takes place inside the cylinder, and the exhaust gases flows through the silencer to the atmospheric air. These are all things we have seen earlier, right? Here, this is the representation schematic diagram of four-stroke engine. You know that the four-stroke engine has four strokes. The first stroke is intake stroke. Second one is compression stroke. Third one is combustion, that is power stroke. Fourth one is exhaust stroke. Here you are seeing the animation of the four-stroke engine here. Okay. I already told you the two-stroke engines are used in the diesel power plant. The two-stroke engine usually will have only two strokes. That is, in one stroke, the intake and the exhaust happens in a single stroke. And two-stroke engine, diesel engine, air is forced in and the exhaust gases are forced out on a single stroke. Usually a blower forces the air into the cylinder, and that intake air expels the exhaust gases out of the cylinder, right? This is the schematic diagram of two-stroke engine and the components of the diesel power plant. The first component is diesel engine. Already we have discussed about that. The second component is starting system. In diesel engine used in diesel power plants are not self-starting, right? The engine is started from the cold condition with the help of air compression. That is the starting air circuit we have seen, no? That is the starting system. And the third one is fuel supply system. I told you the fuel supply system has filter and a day storage tank, and all those things comes under the fuel supply system, right? And the fourth one is air intake system. Air gets filtered in the air filter, and the dry and it is sent into the diesel engine. The purpose of air filter is to remove the dust from the incoming air. The types of air filters are dry filter, wet filter. Dry filter uses wood cloth as the absorbing material. In wet filter, oil bath is used as the absorbing center. That is, the air passes through a oil bath where the dust particles are removed by the oil, right? The fifth one is exhaust system. The exhaust gases coming out of the engine is very noisy. In order to reduce the noise, a silencer is also used. The sixth one is cooling system. I already told you the temperature of the burning fuel inside the engine cylinder is in the order of 1500 degrees Celsius to 1500 degrees Celsius to 2000 degrees Celsius. In order to lower this temperature, water is circulated around the engine through the water jackets, right? This hot water leaving the jacket is passed through the heat exchanger, where the heat exchanger removes the heat of the hot water and converts it as a cooling water, right? Another cooling water circuit is used to extract the heat from the hot water which is injected into the water jacket, right? The last thing is lubricating system. This circuit includes lubricating oil tank, oil pump and oil cooler. The purpose of the lubrication system is to reduce the wear of the engine moving parts, that is part of cylinder such as Piston, shafts, valves must be lubricated. Lubrication helps to cool the engine also. This hot oil will be further sent to the oil cooler to make it as a cold oil. That is to reduce the temperature of the hot oil, right? Now, the advantages of the diesel engine power plants are diesel engine power plants are these are all quite simple and it will occupy very less place and it can be located at any place. And the starting time and pickup load will be very less. There are no standby losses. It requires less quantity of water for cooling when compared to the other power plants like steam power plant, hydro power plant. Very negligible amount of water is required for this type of engines, right? The thermal efficiency of the plant is higher when you compare it to the steam power plant, right? There are very few disadvantages with this. The running charges of this power plant is high since the fuel used here is diesel. The cost of the diesel will be very high, so that the unit charge of this electricity produced by the diesel power plant will also higher. The plant does not work satisfactorily under overload conditions for a longer period. It will be a standby unit only. It can run for a shorter period only, right? Similarly, diesel power plant can generate only very small amount of power. That is why it is used as a standby unit. The cost of lubrication is generally high and also the maintenance costs are very high. Okay, these are all the general things about the diesel power plant, right? Thank you all.